All right guys, new one for you today. We are installing the rear spats, winglets and flow lock rear diffuser onto our very own, what have we got here? A Cerato GT pre-facelift hatch. All of that is very important because there's a lot of variations between your hatch, your sedan, and obviously facelift, pre-facelift, so on and so forth. So let's get started. To do this install, tools you're going to need are a 10mm ratchet spanner or a socket. Ratchet spanner makes it a lot easier. 4mm Allen key. No, this is not a ratchet Allen key like some of you guys were thinking in the video. That's all courtesy of that 10mm ratchet spanner. A pencil or pen, flat screwdriver, and an 8mm drill bit. I'm actually using a 7.5mm, but anyway, that'll do the trick. Alrighty guys, first thing you're going to want to do is take your flat screwdriver and remove this plug here. Alrighty, once you've done that, you'll be able to move this plastic liner out of the way. That's going to give you access to the inside of the bumper so you can put your nut and bolt combos in there. Take your rear spat, place it underneath the car, and we'll give you a close-up of this one. You want to line up your spat with this notch on the rear bumper. Here, we're going to mark the holes. Oops. Keep that in the right spot, don't move it around. Alright, now we're ready to drill. Take your 8mm drill bit, or 7.5 in my case. Now, take your nut and bolt combos. Don't forget to use your washers. Oh, I'm going to make a point of this. Flow has updated all of their fittings. These are absolutely gorgeous. They're all powder coated black. Well, I believe they're powder coated black as opposed to the silver ones that they used to use. These look awesome. And they've even branded the washers. That's pretty impressive. Now take your nut and bolt combo. We're going to put in this first. We're going to put on this one first because if you're installing the optional winglets, you're going to need to put them in along with the other two bolts, which are going to go here, like so. So that one's just finger tight in there now. I'm going to quickly put on these winglets as well before we begin tightening them up. Now that we've got those loosely fitted, you can tighten them up. This is where having our ratchet Allen key comes in handy. Now this is where you decide how much horsepower you want to get out of it. Maximum, minimum. Or if you're really cool, you can have it on an angle or something. We're going to put it about 10mm out. Once you've done that, you can put this clip back in place. Presto, that is your rear spat installed. Next up guys, we're going to install the flow lock rear diffuser. Again, same tools as the last one, except you don't really need a screwdriver for this. So your 8mm drill bit, 7.5, 10mm ratchet spanner, pencil, and a 4mm Allen key. First thing you're going to want to do, take it all out of the box. You're going to notice all of the fins are conveniently labeled, so you don't put the wrong ones in the wrong spot. R4, R3, R2, R1, obviously right side and left has L1 to 4. If you flip over your fins, it's going to tell you in there. There's L4 right there, so that will be this one here. Simply slot them in, and you should get a nice little pop. All right, just like that. Alrighty, so that's all the fins. Now, word of warning, these are a very snug fit in some cases, so you might not be able to push it directly in, holding it the way I was. It might be easier if you sit it on a bench or on the floor even like this and push downwards on the fin to get them to lock in all the way. But there you go, as you can see, this one is done. Now that we've got the fins on the diffuser, you're going to place it up to your bumper. It's quite obvious where this is meant to sit because it's utilizing the sort of factory indentations on the rear bumper there. You will notice that there is a small gap between each fin and that bit of the bumper right there. That's how that should be by design. There's probably about a 4 or 5mm gap. Take your pencil, mark your hole locations. break open your little fitting kit with these beautiful black fasteners. There we are. And again, a simple nut and bolt and washer combo. All right guys, quick tip. There is a clip here and there's several more running along there that will make your installation slightly easier. It'll give you a little bit more room to get your hands in. You just need your flat screwdriver and you can wedge it underneath to pop that off. There we are. By doing that, you can pull this down a little bit more, get your hand in to that nut and bolt a little bit easier. Not necessary, but it will make life a little bit easier. Also, I should mention, don't tighten up all of the bolts until you've got all 4 of them in. That way you can make sure that this is positioned where you want it when you tighten it up. Once you've got those all in, grab your ratchet spanner and your 4mm Allen key and tighten them up. A new tool has entered the arena. If you have a screwdriver attachment with a 4mm Allen key Torx bit, it's also very useful. You can do this with the Allen key, but it's just going to be that much faster doing it like this. That's your flow lock rear diffuser installed.